Hi, monkey.
I missed you.
I
You
miss
should be here
you.
in New York with me.
I know. Isn't New York more romantic in the winter? Isn't it the best?
I'm really happy I'm here now, and I'm happy I'm spending like a week here because I feel like the last couple of times. So just so everybody knows, this year was my first time ever coming to New York.
Yeah.
And the first time we came, was it like June or July? It was
Oof.
crazy
I
hot.
feel like it was July. It was right after my birthday, July or August. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'd always come in really quickly. It'd be like 2 or 3 days, and it was like in, work, get out. And it was always very stressful and chaotic and just hot and muggy and kind of gross. And so I was a little bit upset and gutted. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
New York has this whole like it's like nostalgic almost.
Mm.
And I feel like I never had that experience. So now being here, it's obviously really cold. It's very Christmassy. I went to the Rockefeller Center and did the Christmas tree lighting last night. So I feel like I'm finally getting
Your
my
New York experience.
from like what you see in the movies when you're really young. So I'm like, I feel like giddy almost being
It's
here.
so romantic. I love
It
it.
is. And just, all the like shop fronts and all the Christmas decor. Like I've been into some crazy bars. It's like the whole bar is covered in Christmas decoration, and it's just cool. So I'm kind
Are
of
we allowed to say why you were in New York? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
reunion. Yeah, we filmed the reunion.
Yeah.
I am not in New York. I am in the Caribbean because I had to get back to work.
Malia had to work. I'm not back
Yeah.
quite yet. I've got one more week today, and then I'll be back with my soul sister.
Whoop, whoop. Caribbean
Um,
charter season. And
but
no, we're not filming below deck.
not
Um,
yet.
Okay, so this week's episode.
I feel like a lot happened. It was kind of a jam-packed episode.
Yeah, it's the end of the Western party, right?
All right, so why don't we
Both of us
start
got a little bit of
with
action in this episode.
Yeah, why don't we start with what happened with you, Malia?
Yeah. I just would like to say I made out with the hottest person at the party.
Yeah, she's cool as well. Hannah was real cool.
She was
so
so cool, and she's our
Yeah.
ski instructor.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine was just kind of that moment where it was like she literally was like, "Do you want to make out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do actually."
I really liked because I didn't see it happen. I think you told me afterwards.
Yeah.
And I just really like getting to watch it back now. How she was just really fucking forward. See, this is what I like
Yeah.
about women. We're kind of just like, yeah, we want this or we don't. Where guys just make it way more confusing and this and that. Where she was just straight to the point, and it was like, yeah, man, I'm feeling it. Let's go for it.
And I think she knew someone in the house. I think Aesha and I think at one point Alex was talking to her, saying Malia hasn't kissed someone in 7 months. She's going through a dry spell. And so Hannah was like,
she was
"You
like,
want to make out?" And I was like, "Yeah."
And you know
Let's
what?
break
I
this
support
streak.
it. I support it. I love how Aisha's just trying to get everybody laid in this house.
Oh, Aesha was
trying to
the
get everybody
ultimate
action, and
matchmaker.
she's successful, actually. Well,
She just
was.
came in on a mission.
She came in and she left. I remember, when she left that next morning, she was like, I can't do this. How are you doing this? And I'm like, I don't really know either.
I just remember putting her to bed in her jeans, and I was like, "Oh, Aesha, I'm sorry. You're gonna fall asleep with jeans on, which is the worst feeling in the whole world."
We
But
probably should have taken them off her, but whatever.
at least we took her chaps off because that would have been even more awkward.
It's so funny though, because as much as I guess Aesha was rooting for me and Schwartz,
she also cock blocked the shit out of you guys.
I can't explain how funny this whole scenario is. We were literally on the floor, and she just came in with zero fucks to give and just literally peeled. It was like she was opening a curtain. She was just like, you two off. Let me walk through the middle. And she just sat down and she didn't say anything. And me and Schwartz are sitting there kind of just like, what is happening? I was like, you're having the weirdest experience with two crazy Kiwis in the bathroom at the same time.
It makes because we know Aesha, I'm like, it makes so much sense. Yeah. And the only credit I will give her is I mean, the girl had to pee and she didn't know the house, and that's the only bathroom. And I was like, I get it. It's the middle of the night. You got to pee. You're intoxicated. You're like beelining it for that bathroom.
I think it's so funny as well because like her facial expression, it was just like nothing. She was just like kicks open the door, peels us off each other, and just literally sits down like this and looks at us. And it's kind of like one of those things where you like need a minute. You're like, what?
But if anyone is not phased by that situation, it's Aesha.
Oh,
100%.
100%.
Yeah. She was
And,
probably like, carry on.
Probably. We didn't, obviously. We're like, okay.
You guys were kind of upset. You were both like, okay.
Well, you know.
Not like upset in a fun way. Like, Aesha, you're kind of ruining the moment here.
Definitely ruined the moment. After that, it was just like, okay, I
Was
think it's
it?
time for bed.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't full nudity, but there
No.
was
It was
fun
hot
happening.
and heavy, you know.
Yeah.
We were finally having a moment.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's all good. Like it's so funny, and watching it back now, like I just like burst into tears because like I just can picture the whole scenario in my head and just the confusion me and Schwartz are having, just like, you know, like what is happening.
I think also the funniest part about this is like how long it took Schwartz to break out of his shell, and then he finally does, and Aesha just
right, and he was the one that took initiative. Like he dragged me
Yeah.
into the bathroom. He was just like this way, and I was just kind of like, "What is happening?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Also, I feel like we should clarify for you, like the scene where your bra is getting thrown out.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I've
So
clarified
everyone
this.
gets mic'd. We all get mic'd, and a lot of the time for girls, the mic gets attached to our bra strap because that's always on us, whether we change outfits or whatnot. So Katie was actually throwing her mic out of the room.
Yes,
She wasn't like, "Ooh, look at me! I'm taking Schwartz to the bathroom."
it's
She was
so funny
micing.
because yeah, in the moment, like I was like, "Oh shit!" Like we're mic'd up right now, and I was just like instantly bra off, out the door,
Yeah.
like get it out, you know, because like I didn't know really what was gonna happen, where we were going with this. So I was like, you know, the same thing that Tom was kind of having, like. I think being intimate or even just like kissing and stuff on camera, it is a lot and it's a lot for you to
Yeah.
process. So I think like having that moment, like we went to the bathroom, so it was off camera. And so it was just like one of those things. I was like, shit, I'm mic'd up right now. So like my bra is off. And like that whole house knows, like every morning people would wake up, they'd be like, whose bra is this? Because like before I go to bed, I just would throw my bra off and then go to sleep. So I wasn't, thank you
I'm
for
proud of you.
bringing
That was
that up.
that you knew what you were doing. We're seasoned from below deck days, except from below deck, like you can't get away from being mic'd. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's just everywhere. So that was my thought process with the bra. Just so
I
we're
think
all on the same page.
overall the party was a success. You know, I broke my streak. That was great.
Finally.
Yeah. And
That
with someone that like was worth, like she's cool. She's cool as fuck.
really cool. Yeah, she was a vibe. I think as
Yeah.
well that party was just wild. Like you guys saw a snippet, but I feel like so much other random stuff happened that didn't actually make it to air. But it was like I think I said
There were a lot more naked people that I remember.
the guy in the hot tub. There was some naked guy in the hot tub.
A few of our cast members, I feel like, also like flashed and things
like a lot happened.
Yeah.
There was more makeouts that didn't make it. I think Brian Benny kissed another girl, and I think I actually have a video of it, but I didn't make it to air. So yeah, there was
immediately vomited afterwards. I just want
my god, yes.
Yeah. She made out with Brian Benny and then puked in the corner. So I just want the record to state that.
Oh my god, yes. I think wait, it was the girl. I think he did hook up with her on camera, or like it made it to air. And then it shows her leaving, but I think it just cuts to her leaving, like going out the door. But she actually walked into our other living room and vomited in there. And someone from production actually cleaned it up and told us about it. And then she just left.
That was rough. We gave him so much shit for that.
Love it. I
Who
love it.
else? Yeah, and then our rock climbing instructor, he was pretty wild, but they didn't really show much of that. I mean,
We
they
didn't
showed
so
bits
much
and
of
pieces.
him. He had a banging bod though. He
He
was
had a
like
banging
the
bod.
most ripped guy there, and he was like on top of the counter, just like he showed up.
Riley and Fabio's makeout, I didn't realize how long and intense that was.
I didn't know
Jordan just
either. It's so
oh.
funny, like Jordan just sitting there being like, "Wait, what?"
Okay, and then okay, so then we you know what else? Like the brunch was actually really wholesome.
That brunch the next day,
We had
it was
fun.
it was so nice, and I think it was such a, like, beautiful thing for Jordan as well, 'cause, you
Mm,
know, she does talk about it. It's, like, one of her, like, fondest memories of, like,
yeah.
when her mum was, you know, still here, and so it's really, like, near and dear to her. So it was such a, like, nice, wholesome moment. I think a lot of the show, there were a lot of wholesome moments that happen, but obviously just doesn't really go with the storyline. So I'm happy that like a
I
moment like that
know.
actually made it. Because you know, like
Well, what
yeah,
kind of pisses me off about that is, well, you and I know what's coming at the
yeah,
reunion, and what pisses me off is people don't see just how close our group got.
yeah,
Like, everyone, not
yeah,
just certain people, not just me and Corey, not just Alex and Danielle, not just, it wasn't just Kyle and Amanda or you and Schwartz. Like,
yeah.
everyone was close in a family way.
Yeah,
Everyone.
and we had a lot of like really nice, wholesome, a lot of love. So
Yeah,
I was happy that they did air that. It
and
was
we had
funny though. So
fun.
they didn't show this part, but obviously we know the whole like Schwartz issue, like not being able to say my name. So that day when we got to make our little onesies and I put my name on the top, I don't think you actually see it. I was like, fuck you. Like I'm doing this just to piss you off.
Yeah, you put Katie yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I think I put something inappropriate, and they were like, "Malia, really?"
probably.
Taylor was like, "Malia, you can't wear that." And I was like, "Well,
No.
you forgot to warn me."
It's happening now.
And then
Um,
our flag football too, they cut a lot of that, and we had so much fun.
oh my god, there were so many funny moments, like, so many funny moments. I just want
Mm.
people to know, I was actually at that flag football game. It looks like I'm not, but I
I
was
know, it looks like
there.
you're not there, and I'm like,
It
"Hang
looks
on,
like
Katie
I
was
was
there."
in the I said goodbye to Schwartz, before we went down to play flag football, and I also just wanna everyone to know that morning Tom made me and Jason, because we were all in his room, the strongest Bloody Mary I have ever had in my life. Like it was like pure vodka with like a cap of tomato juice. I was lit by like, I don't know,
Yes, you were,
I was
yeah.
so
Yep.
drunk. So I'm actually surprised how together I was. Like when I think it's the moment where I'm like lying on Tom's bed and I'm like, I really don't like that you can't call me Katie. Cause I was like, in that moment, I was lit. Like that Bloody Mary, like, you know, when you drink a
I
really
think Bloody
strong drink,
Marys hit hard too, like,
right?
vodka
And I
at
swear
8
to
AM
God,
hits
it was
differently.
like pure vodka. So I had this
Yeah.
one drink and I was like, whoa, right back into last night.
Especially when you're, like, not catching a flight, like, who drink like, when you just drink Bloody Marys in the morning, you're like, "Yeah, I choose violence today.
I'm
I'm getting fucked up."
I think that's why my presence wasn't so strong in the flag football because I was just like
Yeah.
rolling around in the back, just like trying to keep it together.
That game was funny. It was like
It
I
was
wouldn't even
such a
call it
shit
flag
show.
football. It was such a shit show. It was like the balls going everywhere. No one could throw, no one could catch. We're just running all over. Casey's suntanning. I'm like, "Okay.
Yeah, it's
Let's get back to drinking."
yeah, yeah. Um,
Mm.
what else did we do that day?
Brunch, football, we hung out around the house, and then we got ready for, Gopher Day, I think, right? We said goodbye to Schwartzy, so Schwartz leaves, he's gotta go film the reunion.
Yeah, wow.
Um,
Is he coming back? It's number
yeah.
one question. I will say it is really funny now. Like at the start of the year when we wrapped filming, and I think those articles came out like pretty much as soon as we wrapped, that me and Tom had potentially like hooked up while we were filming. And
Hmm.
the DMs I got back then about Schwartz, like it obviously, I know, was in the middle of Sandoval and all that stuff, and he wasn't very popular. You know, we know that. But just like what people would message me then about it to what people message me now, like it's come so full circle. Like people, you know, didn't have the nice.
So lovable, and like your guys' whole, like not even just like, you know, the hookup, like your friendship and like your banter and everything, it's all lovable. Like you're two both very lovable people, and like I think I'm very happy about it because I'm glad that the world gets to see this side to you, like from, you know, from below deck to now. And then also for Schwartz, like there is this very lovable side to Schwartz that's not at all,
He's
has
so
nothing to
lovable.
do with Sandoval and whatever else, you know? Yeah.
But no, the DMs I'm getting now, like they're actually they're so cute and everyone's so supportive. So it's just so funny, and like I'm happy that it's come full circle, and I guess up full circle for him. Like people are really enjoying seeing him. I guess seeing him without Sandoval, because it's kind of like me and you. They only used to seeing like these two guys together all the time. So I'm really happy that he's having that and people are like liking it. I mean, look, the name thing was definitely an issue, but that was apart from that, like it was.
But it was like a fun, lighthearted issue, and like he never meant harm, but
that's
he just, you know,
sometimes his execution isn't the best.
Yeah.
But we love
a little teaching. Okay, and then Schwartz leaves, and then we're getting ready to welcome Captain Sandy next episode, right?
Yeah.
Which was okay, so everyone knows we address her as Captain Sandy. She's earned it. Very formal, and we've worked for her. She was our captain. So when we looked around the house and we were like, Captain Sandy is not coming to this house.
Yeah,
they were like, is Captain Sandy gonna come? You want to give her a tour of the house? And I was like, absolutely not. No, she will look at this and be like, what the hell?
So me and Malia literally sat down with production. We're like, we need you guys to understand, like, I get it, we're filming a show. I was like, but this is our actual job and this is our actual industry. And this is a captain we have worked for. Like, there is a respect. Like, I think you guys see, we both take our jobs very seriously. Yes, we can come onto Winter House and act a fool and get blind drunk and have fun, but the minute you come straight back into our industry, we take that seriously. So we were literally like, Captain Sandy is not coming to this house. Number one, like she's been sober for 30 years. And it's just like a level of respect. And it's
what we're gonna do, like show her around the kitchen and be like, look at all the empty, like
here's all the lover boys that we drink. Go outside and get yourself
all the chat
that's frozen in the snow. Like, do you want to play flip cup? Like,
so we had to, Katie and I had to put our foot down and be like, nope, it's a respect thing. We will see her at the mountain. We're not bringing her here unless everyone wants to spend the next hour cleaning, like deep cleaning. Then we're happy to.
Like severe cleaning. Like we would get I'd chew up that shit real quickly. Like,
which like I want to address because I've had people like comment and be like, oh, trashing someone's house is so like disrespectful. I don't disagree with that, but we were literally raging every single day. And Katie and I did clean. We were trying to clean, but trying to clean a frat house every day is a lot of work.
It was just never ending because it's like there's so many humans as well. And I think there's also like we aren't just the only people in the house. We have a whole production runner around that are using the bathrooms, that are using the kitchen. Like, you guys don't see that side. So it's not just like us 10 people, however many is in it. I don't even know how many's in our group. But like there are a lot of other human beings.
I don't know because I left the group chat.
I've invited her back in though.
No, I'm leaving again.
No,
I think there's 12. Well, the thing is like it's a time thing too. You know, they're like food is here, eat, but also get ready, but also we're leaving in 45 minutes. And it's like cool.
You guys watch Below Deck, you see us clean enough. Like you don't want to watch another show. Like that show is about having fun, hanging out with friends, partying, having a good time. So it's just like the reality is it's not good content. All we're doing. Like, we tried our best, but then there just gets to a point where you have to let it go.
You don't see a lot of the heartwarming moments, the cleaning moments, the bonding moments, but you do see the drama.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
think
you're
that
welcome.
on that last night, I think when Danielle and
Lost her shit. Oh.
we can't talk about that. Sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, it's coming. So that's a little teaser for what's coming. Which, by the way,
Anyway, there was drama going down, and I'm in the corner with a mop, literally mopping the floor. Like,
I'm literally standing on the counter, like looking around, being like, "What is happening?"
a lot's happened, and we will keep it at that.
Not the best way to end the trip, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think this was a fun episode. I think
this was a really fun episode. But what can we tease for next week? So next week we've got Captain Sandy coming.
Isn't it next week? Because we only have what, 2 more episodes?
3.
Next week we welcome Captain Sandy.
I can't really say what else, right? I'm trying to think what we can.
Oh. No, next week's gonna be a tough one for me, I think, because this is when we welcome Sam.
Is it already?
I think so.
No, that's the episode after.
No, because she comes skiing with Captain Sandy, doesn't she?
No. Oh. She's in the last 2 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, no. This is a good episode. It's Captain Sandy.
Yeah, I don't know. It all blurs into
I've seen in like the clip that like I eat shit walking in our room.
Oh yes, it's so funny.
I'm like running to go. I think I'm like running out to like come upstairs, and I just trip and eat shit, and I just lay there laughing. I'm like,
and it's so funny because you're just on your own too.
Yeah, I'm just by myself, just ate shit. You and I have had some great moments, like some very comedic moments.
We had that room, but you don't see a lot of it. But we had some really funny.
I'm gonna put some behind the scenes up, because one other moment that didn't get shown or not a lot of it. Some of it got shown, but when we threw the party in our room.
Oh yes, remember? That was such a fun like.
And everyone was like Kyle had the blow dryer, and he's like blow drying his hair, like singing In Sync, and like Jordan
decided we were like, we need a party down in this room more often.
I'm literally just like eating chips on the bed, like
that was such a mess as well, because I remember I was crying in the bathroom about something. Do you remember that? I think it was me and you, and I'm like crying about, I think it just got to that point where we'd been drinking so much, we were tired, and it's like one little thing, you just spiral. And I think I was crying about something back home, actually.
Yeah. It was after my family. I think our serotonin levels were also.
Yeah. And I just snapped and like burst into tears. And then I think Schwartz came into the bathroom, and it was like with a bottle of bloody like Fireball or something. And we're like, okay, we're going to rage.
No, the room party was after the neon party, which they don't show a lot of.
Yeah.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting, because that night I would have to say is one of the spiciest.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we've got content of what happened.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned. Follow us, because some shit's gonna come out. Yeah. Excuse me. That night was wild.
Wait, I don't know. Can we talk about this? I don't even know what's aired now and what's not.
I don't know. The neon party is like not really in it. It's in a little bit. You see us like all dressed up in neon.
Yeah.
But shit went down that night, and then we partied in our room. Yeah. But yeah, I think overall, like the funny moments, all the cute little, you see bits and pieces of them here and there.
Yeah.
I think in almost every scene I'm eating. You see me like eating chips.
It's surprising, because we literally did not have proper food in the house. Like I think the only food we could really cook would be like eggs and stuff, and then we would just have every kind of dip, every kind of chip, and that was what we lived off. Like,
I mean, Katie, that is what you eat anyways.
That is
I mean,
that's what I live off when I'm on charter, and I don't
love a dip dinner.
Yeah, we're dip bitches.
Yeah, why not?
Do you know actually who reached out to me today? Contro, because when me and Tom are having the argument about how to make a margarita, And I was like
Oh,
giving him
yes.
shit because I'm like, you own 2 bars, like you should know. And I was like, I was getting all sassy, like I make cocktails for the top 1%, and you have to put Control
I
triple
love that
sec.
you said that.
I know. And so Control messaged me and they were like, thank you so much for telling us we're part of the margarita recipe. So they're gonna send me some
Dude,
stuff.
tell them to hook you up.
No, they're gonna. So shout out to Control.
Margaritas are made with Contro.
Yeah, it's a 3-part ingredient. Well, so
How does he
lime,
not know that?
tequila, and then normally like a triple sec. It's like an orange liqueur. A little bit of that, and then if you want, you can put a tiny bit of agave. I don't really because I find Contro and triple sec quite sweet. But that's a classic margarita. But you know what it is? In the States, all you guys drink is
Margarita
skinny
mix.
this, skinny that, skinny. Oh, it's shitty margarita mix.
Shitty margarita mix.
And he's like,
It's
no.
the killer.
But it's just like, because you guys are like skinny mug, skinny this. So I think that was his stance. So maybe I'll be nice and give it to him. But
Well, Schwartz is probably like, no, it's just margarita mix and tequila. He doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, no, I can see that. But no, I like fresh margaritas.
Yeah, no,
if
don't.
the bar serves margarita mix, I'm like,
I'm
no,
out.
No, thank you.
I'm not bougie about.
If I'm gonna be bougie about something, it's alcohol.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm not bougie about much stuff, but when it comes to my margaritas, y'all guys know that.
Well, I just remember us getting into the house and everyone's like, oh, we have all this alcohol. And you and I just like looked around and we were like, we will drink none of that. Thank you. Really,
tequila we had that we got given. We have boxes of it.
I don't want to say whose it was because it's a celebrity's. Yeah, it's a celebrity's tequila brand.
But it is rank.
But it was disgusting. Well, actually, and it was like rosé tequila.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry
I
if
was
that
like
gave it away, but it's disgusting.
You're mixing Mexico and France, which is practically me right now, Mexican and French.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make a drink and it ain't gonna happen.
No, it was disgusting. Yeah, we went out and got nice alcohol, and I got the pickles, the moonshine pickles, and then that's why your Bloody Mary is probably strong because Schwartz was using those pickles, and they had pure moonshine.
I think it was just trying to get me drunk, you know.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah.
I did that happily on my own.
Well, this was a fun episode. I feel like
it was.
There's not really too much tea, and we've slipped some stuff for next week, so
yeah,
everyone should be happy about that.
Yeah,
some juicy stuff. And we got to think about who we're gonna have on next week. Maybe Captain Sandy.
Yeah, and Leah.
Yeah.
Who should we have? We need to think about this.
I also think it'd be fun to have Amanda on because I feel like her perspective.
Oh, she is the best. Like, oh my God.
I love her. I love her.
She's just
her and Kyle are my favorite people.
Literally. The other day, so we filmed the reunion the other day. And all I do is call them mum and dad. I was just like, Mom, Dad, like,
yeah.
I love their relationship too. Like,
when she said, I find no one in this house attractive, including Kyle, I was like, I love you. That is a true like wife.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
Amanda's like that undercover funny girl. Like, she doesn't try to be funny, but she has some good shit that comes out of her mouth. Like,
yeah,
and everything makes sense. I'm like, yeah.
And she just lets Kyle be Kyle, and like she loves she was so cool with all of us, and she just like, I love her. I love her.
Fireball Amanda's my favorite Amanda.
Oh my God. Gray sweatpants and Fireball Amanda is my favorite version.
I think I've got some funny videos of that I might have to put up soon.
Yeah, love it. Well, what else, Monkey? I think that's it. And then I'll see you soon.
I'll see you next week.
Oh my God, in the Caribbean. And then we'll try to get in another few podcasts because we're going to be in charter mode.
We're going to be full charter. Boss Man comes on the 13th, and then we've got a Christmas charter.
Yeah, which also I'm like, okay, people have not seen us posting yachting stuff for a while. I'm like, guys, we're still yachting. We still work on a boat. Our boat's been in a shipyard, and now we're finally floating again. We're back on the water. Let's go. I
am excited to be in full charter mode, but like, because we haven't been on charter in over a year, I have that like, oh my God, and like everything on the boat's kind of new, and like
New slide.
Yeah, so it's just like, and getting back into the groove where everything is, because we literally removed every single item off the boat.
Yeah,
So
stripped
it's,
down, bare bones, gutted
yeah,
everything, like ripped
so
out refrigerators, ripped out the entire laundry room, ripped out the engine room, ripped out like
everything. Like
everything.
every item,
Imagine gutting a
furniture,
house. We
right,
gutted our boat and
literally
started
gutted
fresh.
it. I messaged Tegan last night and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm definitely feeling a little bit
Anxious.
stressed.
Yeah.
Just about being back in charter mode and just getting back into that,
That
momentum.
pace. Yeah, I've been like up in my vitamins. I'm like, I need vitamins, I need energy. Here we go.
Yeah,
It's time. Just had a little
yeah,
workout. Our
yeah.
crew
I'm
gym's
gonna go to
awesome.
Rumble in the morning. I wish you were here.
Oh, Rumble.
Yeah, do some boxing and stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Yay. Okay. Well, stay tuned for more yachting videos and more 30 flirty and flying slip ups where we tell you everything about the episodes to come.
Papa's gonna love us.
And we hope you're enjoying Winter House as much as we did.
Yes. Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Mwah.